How many hats do you wear in your business and life every single day? When you're just getting started as an online entrepreneur or coach, service provider, you are in charge of creating an offer in all of your services. You have to keep track of and take care of your clients once you get them. You have to create content that's all original. You have to do your marketing. You have to implement all of the courses that you continue to buy, and probably a lot more. And that's just business. You still have everything else in your personal life to keep up with. So when you start your week, you go into it, you've written a beautiful, long, huge to-do list, you've maybe done some scheduling, and then you end up spending your entire week on that first task, either because you're a perfectionist or because things just take you a very long time to complete. And then towards the end of the week, you jump from task to task, project to project. It's basically a In this video, I'm going to share with you the exact steps you need to take to create theme days in your business so you can get to everything that you want to. You'll be able to see the progress and growth in each aspect of your business. You'll feel like you're finally getting the hang of being a CEO, and you can still take care of everything in your personal life. Hit the like button below if you are ready to achieve all of those things. If we've never met before, my name is Becca Rich. Thank you so much for being here. I am a holistic time management coach. I help entrepreneurs and high achievers take back control over their day so they can finally get their to-do list truly finished, serve the world with their amazing business that they're starting or growing, and still have a life. So let's just get right to the content. The first thing that you're going to ask yourself is, what is your overall goal right now? And if you're watching this, I bet your goal is to either probably get clients or grow your business or make consistent revenue in your business. The second question is, how many hats and priorities do you have to focus on in order to achieve the goal that you are setting out to achieve right now? For example, if your goal, like I said, is to get clients and grow your business, then you have to do your marketing, you have to make sure you have a ball-in offer, you have to do X, Y, and Z. So this is the place where you brainstorm all the different things that you have to do. Another way of looking at this is you can write down all the things that are currently on your plate that you have to do either on a consistent basis, maybe on a week-to-week basis as well. With that list, then you will order them in importance, using your overall goal to keep you in alignment with how important things are. The next question, after you have written out all of your hats and priorities, you will then write all of the tasks that fall under those priorities. For example, if you are doing marketing and content making, my tasks that fall under that is YouTube, Instagram, like basically the platforms that I'm on. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by this at the end of the video when I share with you the theme days that I created in the beginning of my business. The next question is, how many days a week do you want to work? When I first started working on my business, starting my business, I needed to work 5 days a week, for example, and so I had 5 topics or hats or priorities that I wanted to fit into those 5 days. Now I'm only working 3 days, so now I had to move things around in order to make sure that I am wearing each hat in my business during those 3 days. But this is a really important question because if you don't want to work 7 days a week, if you're trying to quit your 9 to 5 and have a successful online business, you want to make sure that you are achieving time freedom today, not tomorrow. So ask yourself, how many days a week do you want to work? So with all of that information, all of the questions that you just answered, for the number of days that you want to work, you will then match a hat or a priority to that day. This will create theme days in your calendar. And with that list of importance, you are going to put the more important hats or priorities in the beginning of the week so you make sure that you get those done first. A very common question that I get though is, I can't spend a whole day on one thing in my business, and that's not necessarily what I'm teaching you to do. When I'm creating my theme days, I create a time frame that I want to spend on this hat or priority. So, in my calendar, in my business, they're only about 2.5 hours, 3 hours for each of these different hats. So a great question that you're going to ask yourself when you are figuring out how long each priority takes and things like that is, How long do you want to spend on each priority? Not how long you think it's going to take, how long you want to spend on it. I'm about to step you through, these were the theme days that I needed to make sure that I was paying attention to each week. So like I mentioned before, I wanted to work 5 days a week. I was still in my 9 to 5, so I worked 5 days a week anyways. And I only wanted to work on these priorities, 2 to 3 hours a day. So the first day of the week, Monday, I wanted it to be my CEO day. The tasks that fell under CEO day were review my last week and plan my next week. I would review all of the money that I had spent in my business and in my personal life, and I would do some sort of gratitude exercise around the money that I spent and the income that I had as well. This is the day that I do overall business strategy as well and mindset work. So if I had a coach, for example, then I would try and fit all of those appointments on Mondays, or therapy, for example. It was really anything that I needed to make sure that I was in the right mindset going into the week. Tuesday, second day of the week, was my building day. At this point in my business, I didn't really have an offer yet, and I was in a course that was helping me develop my signature service and my offer. So the tasks that fell under my building umbrella was develop my offer, write copy on my website. This ended up kind of morphing eventually into like discovery calls and some client calls as well. And it's really just anything that I needed to build or, put together. Okay, so then Wednesday, the next day of the week, is my content day. And because content is a really important facet of an online business, I wanted to make sure that each week was also themed. The first week of every month, I would write out my content for the following month. And then the second week and the third week and the fourth week would kind of be like some sort of creating the content, editing it, and putting it out there and promoting it. Feel free to add any tasks under content day for anything that you have to do with content. So creating, promoting, engaging, whatever you have in your content strategy, that's in the content day. Thursdays were and are still my grow day. And so the tasks that fall under grow day are lead generation stuff, posting on promo threads and Facebook groups. Again, engaging, because that's super important for a service-based business. And also when you're in a place of like creating a freebie, for example, I would make sure that if I needed to update my freebie or create a new freebie, that happened to be on Thursdays during my grow day as well. And so the fifth day, final day of the week, is Lagniappe day, which is a Louisiana word for extra or bonus. When you are just starting out, you are probably in a ton of courses, you're in a bunch of challenges, you're in a bunch of summits, and like all the stuff to learn all of the information on how to be a great CEO and business owner. So Fridays were my theme days for learning and consuming information. I would make sure that I had all of the tasks that I had to do during the week done before I learned anything new or consumed any information. This was also a day where, again, I would connect to more people online because engagement is important, probably sensing a theme, and it was just the bonus day to finish any other tasks that I had yet to finish. So that was what I needed to do in order to start my business. Now that I have different goals, it has shifted a little bit. Now I have more of like a dedicated client day or time frame, and I got more clear on how to streamline a bunch of processes in my business, so things just take me less time now. I hope that that helped you create your theme days. Again, super personal based on the goals that you have in your business. And the next common question or fear that I hear is that people are scared of their schedule feeling rigid and inflexible, and that it's too structured, which is the whole point of creating an online business, so you could feel that freedom and flexibility. So if that is your fear, go watch this next video. It is a video all about how to be more intuitive with your calendar and with your schedule.